Commissioner Garza,
Here.
Commissioner Clark Coleman, Commissioner Colleen,
Here.
Chair Clementi.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item.
C, approval of the April 3rd, 2024 meeting minutes.
We have a motion by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Colleen. All those in favor, please vote on your tablet. Did you have a question, Commissioner Colleen?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was doing it
Oh.
dramatic. Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Thank you. And now we'll move on to the next item, please.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the Department of Corporation Counsel settlement report for January through March 2024.
So this is a receive and file item. Are there any questions about this item? Okay. Can we have a motion? We have a motion by Commissioner Colleen, second by Commissioner Garza. Please vote.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of Amendment 3 to a cooperative agreement with Oracle America for Oracle Human Capital Management, Financials and Enterprise Performance Management implementation for the county's Enterprise Resource Planning Project.
Is there anyone here that would like to speak on this item?
Hi, on the Zoom is Connect 43 Director Mike Jameson.
Hi, can you just tell us exactly what is going on with this project and why we are extending it?
Yep, no, absolutely. So this actually relates to the replan announcement that was provided around Thanksgiving of last year and included in the fiscal year 25 budget amendment for Connect 43 that was approved in early January. This is just now the actual contract coming to commission. This is the amendment that captures the rescheduling of the HCM go live from January 1st to July 1st, and then the rescheduling of the ERP and EPM go lives from October 1st to March of 2025 for ERP and January of 2025 for EPM. So this was discussed in the project roadmap, also discussed in that aforementioned budget amendment. And now this is the actual contract representing that change coming to commission for approval.
Does anyone have any questions? Commissioner Colleen?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm going to go back, Mr. Jameson. That was a explanation that had a lot of acronyms and I heard fiscal year 25, and I don't think I voted on anything for 25 yet. Is this the end of the road for Oracle then, as far as this project goes? So we're extending them for a few months for a very specific reason, and then Oracle is going to be out on the new bookkeeping system?
So yes, well, and I'll caveat. So Oracle won't be out for managed services because there's actually a managed services contract, Commissioner Colleen, that kicks in once we go live. But this is specifically the implementation contract. So when you hear implementation and go live, we're essentially kind of using that interchangeably. But this is to get us through the actual implementation and movement from Oracle, where it currently stands in non-production. So when you hear us saying that we're working on human capital management, testing, or conversion, we're still in a non-production environment. And when we go live, that process is actually called cutover. But the implementation is concluded when the system is actually moved into a live production environment. There's 3 months in this contract, and it was in the previous version of this contract as well. There's 3 months of a post go live stabilization transition period built in, and then a managed services contract, which essentially is the maintenance of the post go live. You're now live in production, there's a separate contract that has already been executed but hasn't kicked in because we haven't gone live. That starts with the go live of each individual major wave, starting with HCM, then EPM, which is the budgeting system. And
Okay, I'm gonna, hang on, I'm gonna try to get this into English and not into, so the 5 months on this contract runs out when? If
so
we add
this,
5 years,
no, so this
5
this
months?
no, not 5 months, because so just to kind of
Extending the term of the agreement by 5 months.
yeah,
I don't know any other way to read that.
yeah, but just to kind of confirm, because we're talking that, so there's three major waves as part of this implementation. So HCM,
I'm gonna ask you, sir, please
Yeah.
don't drag me through that.
okay,
This contract that's before us is gonna be extended for 5 months, is
yes,
the request. And when
Yes.
does that 5 months end?
it ends in, it ends in May of 2025.
Yeah,
And-
May
and-
31st, 2025.
Next year?
Yes.
Correct.
So there's going to be a,
And then at that point, another contract takes over for the rollout? There's another contract that Oracle has that has a different scope of services than this?
Correct. So,
Okay.
and not trying to get too technical, but there's
That ship has sailed, sir.
yeah. So, but yeah, there's a contract for what's called managed services, which
Right.
is the maintenance of the system once you've already gone.
Yeah,
live.
for the rollout. This is getting us to where we can go live.
Right. Well, this gets us live. This contract
Yeah.
gets us into production.
Yeah. And then another Oracle contract takes over after that with different scope of services.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Real good. Thank you, Madam Chair.
you're welcome. Any other questions on this? All right. I think we'll just go through all the items and then we can take a motion in a second. So, Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of retroactive amendment 1 to a 5-year contract with Hartford Life and Accident Insurance Company to continue providing basic life insurance and accidental death and dismemberment insurance to eligible employees and retirees, and supplemental life insurance, dependent life insurance, and supplemental AD&D insurance to eligible employees, retirees, and dependents.
Thank you. Can I please have someone that can explain why this contract is retroactive and where we're at right now? Please introduce yourself.
Donna Will.
Assistant Division Director of the Benefits Unit.
Thank you. And what has been going on with this contract and now it's here before us?
Unfortunately, with this contract, we have run into so many roadblocks. We initially started this process with the Hartford in July of 2023. Hartford has, or at the time, had experienced some change in their staffing. And unfortunately, their senior staff that knew Wayne County's process was no longer there. So we went through that process of trying to, literally, it was making sure that they were aware that we were not the airport, that we were Wayne County. So those are the type of problems that we were running into. But once we got through that hurdle, instead of treating this as an extension, which is what we wanted, they actually treated this as a new contract. So we had to go through the whole process of getting the the census, excuse me. And then they actually ended up giving us new rates. And then we had to look at options to determine which was going to be the best option for us. So we got through that hurdle, and then it was, again, their staff was not familiar with the county's contracting process. So they literally didn't know how to get FEPs. There was some communication issues. There was a lot.
Okay, so we have been working with them. This is going to extend the contract till September 30th of 2024 because of the Oracle and all of the implementation. What's going to happen when we go out to bid? Is there going to be someone else we're going to be looking at that time?
We
At
hope
the end of
so.
this contract?
Yes, yes. We are now in the process of putting together that RFP, and our goal is to have that RFP out on the street by May 1st. So that we can at least look at some other contractors or for this business.
Commissioner Clean, do you have a question? Go right ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. From your description, it sounded like this is a new policy. It's not the policy that we've had. Given your description,
Okay,
is this the same policy that we had last year and the year before?
the policy is still the same.
Yeah.
The rates itself has increased,
Okay, it's just the rates that have changed.
just the rates.
Was there a built-in option in the contract? Because you're asking for an extension here. So the original contract wasn't 5 years with no options to renew. You're not taking an option here, are you?
This is
This is a straight up extension.
just an extension.
Okay, just wanted to be clear about that. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions? Okay, thank you so much for that explanation. Appreciate it. Madam Clerk, can we do the next item, please?
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 2 to a legal services agreement with Clark Hill PLC to continue providing legal services in the disability retiree healthcare arbitration award matter.
Are there any questions on this item? Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of Amendment 7 to a 2-year legal services agreement with a 1-year option to renew with Dickinson Wright PLLC for the legal consultations related to the Internal Revenue Code matter.
Any questions here from committee members? Okay, let's move on to the next item, please.
Item 6, revision of resolution number 2024-181, an intergovernmental agreement with the Township of Canton for Western Wayne County Therapeutic Recreation Partnership funding.
As you remember, we did already pass this, but some numbers were wrong, so we have to do it again. Thank you, Madam Clerk. If we could have a motion on items 2 through 6, please.
Stephen file on one.
We already did that.
did.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioner Clean. Motion from Commissioner Garza and second from Commissioner Clean. Can we vote, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. How about, I can't either.
Are both yeses?
Yes, a vote from Chair, please.
Yes. Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item, please, Madam Clerk.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I know of none. Next item.
G, public comments.
Is there anyone in the audience or on Zoom or the phone that would like to make public comment at this time? Is there anyone on the phone or Zoom, Madam Chair?
No one on Zoom.
Okay, at this time, we'll close public comment and I'll take a motion for adjournment. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.